stumbled upon the weirdest Coraline content farm that is almost completely run by AI. So YouTube is known for having a lot of weird things on it. Content farms churn out the most inappropriate videos that would even make your nightmares shriek in terror. Add in the hot mess that is AI and you have a recipe for disaster. Now, very quickly, if you're not familiar, a content farm is basically a YouTube channel that cranks out and recycles strange, low-effort content, typically animated to draw in kids to watch. These kids don't often know any better and just click because they want to watch a character they recognize. And suddenly, you've got this, uncomfortable masterpiece playing for 12 hours. Now, not all content farms are aimed at creating unsuitable content for children. No, some are designed to completely mislead you with AI. And this is where our adventure begins, as I stumbled across a very strange channel that is pumping out AI-generated Coraline 2 trailers daily. And they've done this nearly 200 times. These videos are super weird, super short, and super creepy. And there are so many of them. They are made to look like movie trailers and news for beloved fandoms, capitalizing on our hopes and dreams, essentially. Now, Coraline isn't their only interest. They do all the hot topics, but what is so specifically weird about Coraline is that in order to predict the future of Coraline 2, they dig deep into the past and throw in a galactic twist. Clicking on one of these teaser trailer videos is an absolute fever dream. Our journey commences with the Enthro, with the symphony of producers and directors, echoes and negotiations, Alita 2, crafting the sequel saga ***. Did I just digest a word salad for searchability? What does this have to do with Coraline 2? I didn't realize there was going to be a sequel, but miracles happen. But given this title, Coraline 2, release date, teaser trailer, everything about the sequel, I'm expecting a confirmed release date and official Leica animation or other sneak peeks. The truth is even weirder. Pick a thumbnail, any thumbnail, because it honestly does not matter which of the hundreds of thumbnails you click, as they each take you to some rehashed version of the AI trailer. And at the time of this recording, this channel has 156 Coraline 2 trailers. By the time this video comes out, there will probably be at least 45 more. It's insanely difficult to count them as they all have nearly the same exact title and thumbnail, and this channel pumps out 40 videos a day. But some of these thumbnails are perfect examples of an AI fever dream. Like, who is this supposed to be? Some of their Coraline 2 trailers have a thumbnail of a completely different movie entirely, so you can really tell the care and consideration that's being given to each upload. Each thumbnail has the big glowing 2 on it prominently, so you'll have no doubts that you are indeed watching the next official Coraline 2 trailer. Sometimes the 2 is in the middle of a forest. Sometimes, well, most times, it's on this futuristic clock portal thing. Is Coraline 2 taking place in space? Whoa, I bet no Coraline theorist predicted that one. There is a thumbnail type that says Antecedevste Coraline 2 or something like that, but the AI cut off the bottoms and tops of the letters. Sounds like a hit. Very memorable and easy to spell. Coraline 2 trailer movie teaser news, well, one of the dozen videos with that title, has Coraline and Wybie's positioning from when they look down the well, only they're looking into some rocky tunnel. The strangest part about this type of thumbnail is the Fast and Furious logo and font thing it's got going on, and of course the spelling of Coraline to Coraline. It got cut off. Look, I know everyone in Coraline's worlds mispronounces her name as Caroline, but that is not what's going on here. Maybe this Coraline 2 will race through caves. Sometimes this channel will change up the regular Coraline-looking girl to have a line between her eyes. Sometimes they'll give her this weird long cat eye makeup. The biggest departure is this gaunt video gaming one over the portal to the moon. I'm not sure what this movie is. Coraline Fiowl 2? There is one exception to the glowing 2 thumbnail. The one time they used the deleted scenes imagery when that was trending a bit ago. I can't say that helped out the video a lot, but it's nice they change it up sometimes. Oh, the other exception is when they use the wrong movie title as their thumbnail, but we won't count that as creativity. Speaking of creativity, it's time to see what's actually in these 150 plus Coraline 2 teaser trailers. First up, there's usually that word salad of search engine optimization terms. If we hover over this Coraline Part 2 thumbnail with a release slated for February 2022, but released in 2024 by the way, suspicious, we are shown the SEO word salad I dramatically read at the start of this video. Unfortunately, these word salads are very common, and it seems to be the only thing that changes between each Coraline trailer. Very informative. Glad I now know everything release dates behind the scenes trailer news. Cool. The weirdest thing is when the in-video text is advertising for other franchises that this channel cuts together. For example, Cars 4, Progress 2, Virgin River S6 on the etc. Because if you click on the Coraline 2 teaser trailer, you'll naturally be wanting to know all about Cars. The actual trailer starts backed mostly by the cat's vocals from the first movie, and we see the official Coraline AI logo oddly spaced and with the hit memorable Coraline tagline, "Subway to Ive." You remember that from Coraline 1, I'm sure. Even this static shot is glitchy and warping, so likely was just fed through AI. They usually then cut to black to throw off the reused content bots, I'm thinking, but then cut to Coraline's family photo. My, what blurry, indecipherable faces they have. Something is definitely wrong with this beldam, aside from her being in her spider form. She's twitching and warping very oddly as the camera pans. That's incredible stop motion. There's this weird highlighted aspect overlaying the corridor door for a few frames. Should we put on our Coraline theorist caps or just let this one slide? Regardless, then we cut to the Pink Palace, only it is too weirdly warpy. Pulled straight from the original movie, we see the key and the cat and another cut to black. There's this otherworldly Coraline being very studious. This Coraline has both no face and super dilated pupils in the shot. Then again, no face on the porch. Then there's this banshee Alice in Wonderland girl running through the woods that I'll admit I have no clue what it's doing here. But the whole time, the cat is narrating to us about the other mother's small world from the original Coraline movie. But earlier I mentioned that this channel digs deep into the past to predict Coraline 2, and here's what I meant. They stole early Coraline previs concept art and used it for these, quote, new trailers. Nearly every trailer has these very adorable illustrated animations, which was stolen from Stepjoy and run through an AI animation software likely. Such cute concept art. They use this in a lot of trailers and tint it slightly different colors. Oh hey, nice looking corridor and ghost children animation. Oh, it's stolen concept art from Dan Kroll, I believe. Now, in these trailers, Coraline either has no face, like in the shot where she stands on Mr. B's balcony or the porch, or she has every face. Geez, pick a style for Coraline. Here, she's adorable in her stolen concept art way. Then she's got a long blue braid and looks like a Disney Princess Bratz doll. And looks like she was sourced from both of those things from various AI farms. Actually, it looks like they used these for every version of her. Just like combed the results and plugged them in. Even in her gaunt form, she's still AI. Coraline's house, what I assume is still the Pink Palace, in these trailers is also super varied. She's in an abandoned hobbit hole with a circle door. Well, there are a few different hobbit houses she lives in apparently. Coraline 2, there and back again. Now she's tiptoeing like a ballerina through her overgrown gothic foyer. Something to note is that each of these trailers is nearly the same exact length to the ones before and after it. The incremented 1 second difference is when they add additional black space between the shots, or else when they add a new AI shot to their trailer completely. Ironically, these videos end with the claim of fair use, which seems like a fishy way to cover their asterisk. None of the shots used are original. Some of them are blatantly stolen, and all of them has been reused at least 200 times. Most of them appear to have been run through or generated by AI. This, through and through, is a content farm, laser focusing on trending topics and pumping out low quality and the same content at breakneck speed. Only instead of doing saucy sonic pregnancy videos or suggestive digital circus spoofs, they just cut trailers together from popular searchable IPs and name them with an SEO word salad, hoping to catch some unsuspecting fan in their net. The overall intention is not entertainment, but views, and a lot of them. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to get eyes on your art, but this is low effort, basically no effort. For perspective, this channel was started in December 2022 and has over 4.6 thousand videos. Being conservative, that's around 22 videos uploaded per day, because at this time its oldest upload is 7 months ago. And it's an Encanto 2 release date movie and teaser trailer all about continuation with 627 views. They definitely had a mission for this channel from the very start. And it looks like its mission was to copy the success of this other channel, which also does quote-unquote official movie trailers for live action and sequel releases. Success here is of course in air quotes because this channel too is misleading as all heck, with its basic B-roll shots cut over the movie track and using big names in the titles and thumbnails to draw people in. And of course, AI to generate the actors into movies that don't exist. And this AI Moana 2 slop somehow lured in over 20 million people. Now, our Coraline Farm channel does not have that level of success at this time. It looks like their first major hit was their Coraline 2 release date teaser trailer everything about the sequel from 6 months ago, currently at 28,000 views. Hey, if something works, keep uploading the same video multiple times a day, every single day, with minor tweaks and timing adjustments. No one's gonna notice. They've also started to mercifully change some of their titles to be more imaginative, like Coraline 2, The Return of the Beldam. But it's very, very clear to see they ride the wave of sequel surfers looking for any news on a beloved franchise. I mean, the only reason you name a video, like 45 videos, Coraline 2 release date, teaser trailer, everything about the sequel, is if you were playing the maximized search terms and other SEO games. Recently, and that will change before this video comes out because they literally put out 44 videos yesterday, the channel has been focusing on Coco 2, Rio 3, Encanto 2, and Descendants 4. They also have a few thousand Elite 2 trailers and have dabbled in sports and getting rich, but they'll probably be back on Coraline 2 in a day or so. I've noticed they use all the same shots except for when a new weird AI render is out of the oven. When they do reuse the same shots and music and edited movie vocal track, they black out the screen a lot between shots, likely to obfuscate any attempt to claim reuse content. They also tint the reused footage slightly different colors between uploads for the same reason. It's a very lazy content farm, reusing the same old shots from the movie and concept art run through AI and then adding a new AI shot into the mix as soon as it's rendered. So after sifting through this mind bender, let's try to actually pinpoint what this AI Coraline 2 is all about from the trailers. A fool's errand, I know. If we were to take this farm seriously for a moment, it feels like Coraline is one of hundreds of Coralines in familiar worlds, but with an eerie twist. Wait, that's kinda like the original Coraline's world and the nearly perfect copy of it that the other mother makes in her version of the other world. Maybe we're onto something here. Which Coraline is the real one and which Coralines are the other Coralines? Is this movie about jumbled timelines and styles and Coraline getting back home to the world that she took for granted but across space? That would make the galactic Coralines and the Hobbit House Coralines and the weird scampering through the woods Coralines all fit together nicely in a way. But here I am trying to turn trash into treasure, which is probably more consideration and effort than the people or robots making these trailers put in, which honestly is kind of exasperating. But I want to tell you that there is a place that does not have faceless robotic AI content farms, where only the highest quality videos and original series live without ads. This place is Nebula, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of this group of creators. Okay, there is one robot, Tail Foundry, but they have heart and an original show that is only on Nebula, Worldsmiths, where they dive into the minds of other amazing artists like Neil Gaiman, the original creator of Coraline and other favorites. Not only that, but I have read close to 200 creepy and calming old fairy tales and ghost stories, and you can listen to all of these a bit late videos on Nebula without ads frightening you. You can also take these stories on the move with Nebula's app. Just download and save for later when you need a spooky sleep. It's like having a grimoire on the go. I also upload all of my videos to Nebula first, so you can see them before they are live on YouTube. And there's so much more coming to Nebula, like Abigail Thorne's original Dracula's Ex-Girlfriend, where a recovering ex-vampire is forced to revisit a dead romance when an old rival invites her out for a quick bite. Intriguing, right? You can use my link go.nebula.tv/abitfrank to check out all of this and more. And doing so directly supports me and other creators, and gets you 40% off annual plans, which works out to $2.50 per month. Nebula is a home for creativity and real-life creators, and we're always working to make the best new shows and series, which is why right now we're offering lifetime memberships, which not only let you enjoy this forever, but also helps to fund our future and current projects. Thank you so much for checking out Nebula and supporting independent creators. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this fever dream deep dive into one AI take on what Coraline 2 is all about. Subscribe for more creepy and fascinating videos cooking in the cauldron right now. Stay spooky.